the mercy of the Lord. And in Chaitanya Bhagavat, so much glorification of Nityananda and of Balaram. The whole, or read through together, the whole of the Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhajra Bhajra Satatang. Krishna Padantang. Maybe, something like that. But the Bhajabhaja Satatang Sri Gaura Krishna Pradang Tam Pratam Tam. All right. With this particular emphasis of don't think that Nityananda and Gauranga, that they are of this world. They are of the other world. Get this on your head. And everything is coming from them. The creation is coming. First body, non-different from Krishna is Balaram, except his bodily color. Non-different from him is Balaram. From Balaram coming all of the avatars and all of the creation. And he's actually the Lord of all of the material creation. All the series of the Mahavishnus, the Vishnus that are coming. First of all, Vishnu lying on the causal ocean with the universes, countless universes coming out from the pores of his body. Then within each universe, from his sweat, if you like, his perspiration makes up water in half the universe. Then Anantashesh, who is also Balaram, is lying there to support Vishnu. Vishnu is coming from Balaram. And there is on the Kshirodakshay Vishnu, the lotus is born out of is coming out of his navel. Brahma is born. And then step by step, it's the Karandakshay Vishnu. And then Kshirodakshay Vishnu is the Vishnu that comes into the heart of every living entity, from Lord Brahma all the way down to the single creature, the single cell organisms. So when we understand that this whole creation is coming from them, and then we start to hear of their wonderful avadut distribution of loving service to the Lord, then we are so happy. But first we must understand that it is just not ordinary people who are doing this, but Avatari Balaram, Avatari Krishna, Avatari Mahaprabhu, Avatari Nityananda Prabhu. And Gurudev, so happy, we read also this morning, I expect you did the Pranam Mantram to Baladev. You read that in Green Street? No. Because that Pranam Mantra, Gurudev was very happy to find it. He was very happy to find it, and it was a time when Sagar Maharaj was translating and preparing the Garga Sanghita in Bengali. Not translating, publishing. But he has to clarify many points, and then when Gurudev and Sagar Maharaj were going through that Garga Sanghita, then came across this Pranam verse, and Gurudev was so happy, and he had us print it up and put it on the pillar in front of him, and he loved that Pranam verse very much. To Lord Nityananda.
Is it published
It's published on the web. I don't think it's in any book except the Garga Samhita. I don't think separately.
But on the web, is it?
Yes, and on today's webpage of scsmat.com, then there will be a link to it. And we can find it. Balaram's Pranam Mantra. This is his Pranam Mantra. It's on the web. But it's very, difficult for someone like me to pronounce and know the meter, but the best is we can hear Gurudev say it. But that needs a little loudspeaker, and well, we can do it also. But Spuratta Malakiritam Kinkini Kankanarhang Chala Dala Kaka Polang Kundala Shri Mukhabjam Tuhinna Giri Manogyang Nila Megham Baradhyam Halla Musalla Vishalang Kamapalang Samire. Like I said, it's difficult for us to read it, but Gurudev, of course, rattles it, says it out very beautifully in the correct meter. I worship him. This is to Balaram, and this is in the Garga Samhita by Garga Muni from so long ago. I worship him who has a shining pure crown, with bangles, with moving curls of hair on his cheeks, with his lotus face decorated with earrings, etc., wearing rich blue clothes and carrying his huge plough and club. This is Balaram. I was listening to Gurudev today talking about Balaram, and one thing, actually I wanted to replay it as well, but he was saying about how Balaram's wife was so tall. I'll have to hear it again before I repeat it. But he made her to the same height as him somehow. I think something he did, yeah. We'll have to. But it was Gurudev kind of very happily saying something about this. But anyway, lots of things. And we're happy to hear a little bit of Gurudev. But would you like to go to that table on the stand? Just on it is the... Oh, it's not. No, I'll have to get it because I need the loudspeaker. It's not in the... I know where it is. Give me 1 second. I'll bring a loudspeaker. But I'm trying to do something.
Today, I gave him
I actually saw that black JBL loudspeaker somewhere. That's good quality. That's good quality. And this is from Vrindavan. It's much lighter, but still for a reasonably small place, it does a reasonably good job. So let us see just quickly if we can do this. So tell us one thing you heard while I'm putting this together. One thing you heard in Green Street about Balaram.
Oh, you heard so many things. The Janardhan Maharaj, and Dev Shishru.
Little louder?
Janardhan Maharaj, Dev Shishru, and Janardhan Maharaj and Vishaka. And the one thing that you cannot but take away from glorification of Lord Balaram is that he's just so powerful, unconventional, bold, beautiful, And one thing that I loved was that, you know, he's like an avadut, and like maybe a little extreme, but and like unconventional, but like he does everything still in accordance to like Shastra. So anything he does
It's beautiful.
His style is just bold, but it's all based on like Siddhanta actually, in a sense. It's not.
He is Siddhanta.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. He is Siddhanta, and then in that mood.
Bluetooth mode.
We know. Oh, Bluetooth mode, but we don't want you in Bluetooth mode.
Off-in mode.
Thank you very much. Okay, so this is Gurudev, I think, saying the Balaram mantra. It is Gurudev saying the Balaram mantra. Okay, we. Okay, we'll try again, and it'll be a bit louder this time. Alright, so this is that mantra from the Gagga Sanghita, and Gurudev reciting it in the proper meter.
Alam Shalavishalam Kamakalam Sami Tuhinagi Manogam Nilamingam Marajam. Baladeva's Pranamantra, actually nice Pranamantra, nowhere we have seen before. Rameti Lopuramana Balabhadra Balakshya. This is in Srimad Bhagavad. And always glorification of Lord Krishna, beautifulness of Lord Krishna everything. In Srimad Bhagavad, but only this book. This is from Bhagavad. Yes.
This is it.
name is Kamapal. His name, Balabhadra. Kolambagno, Baladeva, Achyutagraja, Erevati Ramana, Rama, Kamapala, Palayudha. I forgot.
It's a list of names. Balaram.
এই সব নামেতে শাস্ত্রেতে বলে দেবে গ্লোরিফিকেশন হয়েছে বলভদ্রা প্রলম্বগ্ন বলদেব অচ্যুতাগ্রজ
all names of Baladev.
রাম কামপাল ফলাयुध ফলমুধল বিজাল যার হাতে বিরাট hall, and that the hall is mantra puta, that means empowered by spiritual energy. Then and touching this hall, come out as he liked, that type of hall.
Touching this what, no?
Anything, enemy or anything. He wants to destroy this. He is touching through this Musa hall.
Oh,
Plow.
Hall means plow.
oh, plow. Okay, the horse, yes.
I'm touching with plow.
Touching with the plough, the old, not the like Massey Ferguson plough, it is the wooden plough that you see them pulling behind the bulls in India. In some places still.
Oh, plow. Okay, the horn, yes.
And touching with plow, and it is by electric shock, and giving the melting through electric, some iron, etc. like that. And also, it is empowered by spiritual power. Then, when he is thinking it will be little, it is little.
It just be 2 minutes.
It will be bigger, it will be bigger. When he wants angrily to teach Duryodhana and others, he taken Hastina and he wants to upside down that Hastina, wants to make upside down and put it there hot and do Hastina, Alamusala Vishal, and one club. And one plow and another club.
One hand a plow, one hand a club.
Some of the gopis like Krishna. Some of the gopis like Balaram. Hastinapuri now in Delhi. Then some capital of India. At that time, capital of the Pandavas. That was. You have seen that? You have not seen?
Red Fort.
No. It is when we are entering into the Delhi, right side, left sides are broken, big fort. That is Hastina.
Not the Red Fort.
Red Fort in Hastina. It is in Indraprastha. Lamusala Visalam, Kamapalam,
Jai Srila Bhaktisudanda Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Anyway, a few minutes we hear Gurudev talking about this, but there are another 2 or 3 lectures which are, lectures, talks that Gurudev gave on this day, where he's describing some funny incidents with Lord Balaram. All right. So you've been hearing lots about Balaram?
Balaram killed Sutta Goswami.
I'm not sure. Without looking it up, I cannot say.
In Bhagavatam there was a person who was able to recall everything very nicely, and he was sitting amongst the sages on the Vyasasana, and I think I heard it. And Balaram was coming in, and then everyone paid their dandavas, and he didn't, because he was on the Vyasasana. And then he killed him, and then everyone said, "What are you doing?"
But who did you say he killed?
Sutta.
No.
His father. And then he gave a vow.
Rohan, what is it, Vishaka?
Romaharshan Sutta.
Romaharshan Sutta. Different personality.
And then he gave a vow that his son would have a good memory and live long life, something like that.
I can't elaborate on that without researching it.
What was it Balaram?
Vishaka can say.
Sorry?
Was it the Balaram who killed?
What was the leela of this Romaharshan Sutta? Then he didn't get up when Balaram came into the assembly.
Yes, that's as much as I know.
Yeah. And then in the similar incident took place when anyway, I have to look it up. I don't want to say what I don't remember clearly. Was it Vrindavan Das Thakur or was it Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami? His brother then with Miniketan Ram did not give proper honor to Miniketan Ram. And then that similar analogy was given. Oh, here I see a second Romaharshan Sutta. is here who did not give proper respect, and there, in that incident, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he was saying that it's the if one accepts Mahaprabhu and not Mahaprabhu and not Nityananda, then he is what? Something very heavy. Like you have to accept them both. I don't remember what the exact words were, but when we are coming to Mahaprabhu, we have to accept fully Mahaprabhu and fully Nityananda. And something quite heavy was there about if you only accept Mahaprabhu and not Nityananda, then it's better to be an atheist. Krishnadas Kaviraj says it's better to be an atheist than to have faith in Mahaprabhu and not in Nityananda Prabhu. Such things are there. So Nityananda is indispensable. Balaram is indispensable in our worship of Krishna, our worship of Mahaprabhu. Everything is coming from there. Everything is coming through Guru, and as we said, the original Guru is Nityananda Balaram. But yes, you're reminding us of that, but I can't say much more than that.
Such an incident kind of shows his character, strong personality.
Definitely. Also when the Jamuna wouldn't come, Balaram had been having a little beverage, we understood, and he was quite enthusiastic to bring the Jamuna nearby, and then the Jamuna was a little afraid of Balaram, so she stayed away, and then Balaram with his plough dug into the earth and forcefully made the channel to bring Jamuna near her, and maybe split into different parts as well, I think, at that point. Vishaka can maybe say she's got a good memory for these leelas.
Not so much.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Is there also, I heard that Balaram is also expanding himself into such, like in the temple, such things as Yasasana, altar, and paraphernalia for worship.
Yes. And Krishna's bed and his fan and all the paraphernalia. Yes. Whatever is needed for the worship of the Lord, this is being manifested through Balaram. Balaram's only service, or only thought is for Krishna. Nityananda's only thought is for Mahaprabhu. And Balaram is from Balaram that Ananta Shesh is coming with 1,000 hoods glorifying each of the Leela of Mahaprabhu and each of the Leela of Krishna. And still with 1,000 hoods or however many, so many hoods, still cannot get to the end of one pastime of the Lord. And on Ananta Shesh, then Mahavishnu is lying on Ananta Shesh. It is all inconceivable. But the chapter about creation, then the whole science of creation is given from the original Krishna. But what does Krishna do? Krishna, his self, same, non-different from Krishna is Balaram, and it's from Balaram that step by step the expansions come. So avatari and avatars. And Guru Maharaj's composition of the Nityananda Dvadashakam and that chapter in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 5, I think, of the glories of Nityananda Ram, both of those begin with establishing that Balaram is not ordinary, Nityananda is not ordinary, everything is coming from them. And most important for us, devotional service, our connection, our opportunity, our possibility to come to be within the service of the Lord.
I heard somewhere that there is a very strong connection between Balaram and ego within every person. So every person has a sense of self, and somehow Lord Balaram is partially not responsible, but like making it happen. Have you heard something?
I think that's also in Chaitanya Charitamrita. We'd have to read the actual text to make it clear. But he's the master of the whole of the energy and the material energy too. And I also, like you, I can say, yes, I've heard something like this, that the ego is coming from Balaram also. But, for me, to read Chaitanya Charitamrita, that chapter, we read the early parts of it today, we read the whole of the Nityananda Dvarashakam, but there we'll get everything without having to think with our faulty brains. And we can do that, but maybe at this moment it is more of discussion and of any other question too. We've had a Balaram-centered day. And one thing we can say about today, Balaram's appearance day, but definitely, like every Balaram's appearance day, Gurudev is talking about Nityananda. And explaining that Balaram, Krishna and Balaram, but Nityananda is non-different, the topmost plane of the spiritual world in our inconceivable idea of low, high, etc. Then simultaneously you have the equal place of Krishna Leela and Mahaprabhu's Leela. And so the Balaram in Krishna's Leela, Nityananda in Mahaprabhu's Leela, and our life, our accessibility to anything spiritual, it's coming by the grace of Nityananda Prabhu, non-different from Balaram. And you see that chapter is called in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. So the idea firmly within us that Nityananda and Balaram, non-different, they're just different manifestations. And always Gurudev coming to the Nityananda conception. And in Navadip, in the Nat Mandir, for instance, at this time, they would be reading chapter 5 of the Adi Leela. This would be happening pretty much every Balaram's appearance day. They'd be reading chapter 5 of Adi Leela in the evening. And we can do that also. And this recording that we heard just now, almost certainly that's in Dum Dum Park. I mean, I was there,
Yeah, we heard you.
I can say I was there. I heard myself. We were there. I'm pretty sure we were in Dum Dum Park at that time. And it was after Gurudev had discovered this verse, and he'd been saying, I'm thinking there must be a pranam verse to Balaram, but I cannot find anywhere, I did not see anywhere. But when he was going through Garga Sanghita, Gurudev was so happy to come across this verse. Here I have found, I have read many things, but here I found in Garga Sanghita, here is Balaram's pranam mantra. And then he had us print it out, and we printed it out, and it was in Navadip and in Dum Dum Park, both places, right in front where Gurudev sits, on the pillar, just in front where he sits. And we printed it out in a frame and everything and put it on the wall. Gurudev was very happy to see that pranam mantra. And also, what else did Gurudev have us print out? Chinadapi Sunichinaturorivasishna. Oh, but print out means in Navadip it was in the tapestry. Somebody, I don't know, who knows who made the tapestry?
I think Brinda.
Brinda.
Or maybe she put the frame.
Put the frame. There's a tapestry, not a printing from a computer printer, but a tapestry. And there's a tapestry, Trinarupi Sunichena Tarore Vasahishnara, Amanina, Manadena, Kietanya Sarahari, in Navadip of this. And in Calcutta, printed. And both places there was wait and see in English and in Bangla. Gurudev putting that wait and see, many difficulties coming to manage anything, and we can say, especially in India, to manage anything, many problems come, many challenges come. And when difficulties come, not to immediately try to chastise when people are fighting with each other or whatever it may be, but try to wait and see what is the descending will of the Lord and then do that. And Gurudev, he had that printed out to like hold on from making quick decision of difficult situations. And he told, Gurudev in that regard told the story of Ramachandra sending Lakshman to Ravana when Ravana is on his deathbed and going to die. But Ravana had been ruling for a long time. He'd been ruling while Ramachandra had been in exile. But very soon, then Ramachandra is going to take up the governing of the kingdom again, because he's come and his time of exile is over, and he's come and he's defeated Ravana. So Ramachandra sends Ravana to Lakshman. What? Doesn't do that. Ramachandra says Lakshman to Ravana. Sends Lakshman to Ravana. And Ramachandra says, you go to Lakshman, you go to Ravana, and you ask him, you just say, we have not been ruling for a long time. Please give some advice of how to rule the kingdom. And so, okay, so Lakshman goes along, and he comes to Ravana, and he sees that Ravana is very weak because he's been injured. He had 10 heads, so he maybe had a bit of a headache or something too. But he'd been injured and he's going to die, so he's on his deathbed and he's very weak. Then Lakshman saw he's in difficulty, so he came up to him very quietly and came up to his ear and came up to him and asked him this question of Ramachandra. But Ravana, he just answered, oh, you're all very capable. Ramachandra is very capable. He knows any other for so many years, saw all the good qualities of Ravana, whatever the good qualities, saw those and praised Ravana. After praising him, giving him some worship, giving him honor, then he comes to Ravana's head, comes to him and humbly asks, oh Ravana, you've been so successful in running the kingdom, you are very powerful, you've got so much experience, you can share something to us, we are not experienced and we are very poor in knowledge of how to do this. This way, in humility, coming with giving honor, everything, making sincere inquiry from Ravana, and then Ravana said, yes, I can give some advice to you. And then he gave that advice that if something is auspicious to do, something is good to do, you should do immediately, as soon as possible, without delay. But if something is, sort of has to be done, but is not such a good thing to do, like you got to chop off somebody's head for something. Anyway, if something has to be done, because of some serious situation, but it's not in the good to do, auspicious category, you wait as long as possible. And then it is from this, and Gurudev gave some example in this way, that many things that he said, if I immediately made some decision, done this and done this, I can see the result. Now I understand how the result would have been. I waited and I saw what was the will of the Lord and proceeded. So this was another of those expressions that Gurudev had us type up in Bengali and in English, and we put on the wall near where he was, and that one was on his door in the Dum Dum Park ashram, the temple in Calcutta. That was on his door. And other things, Gurudev had us print, this isn't a sloka, but he had us print the picture of Sripad Prabhu. Sripad Prabhu, he was a devotee from America, and he got cancer, but before passing away, he phoned to Gurudev and asked Gurudev's permission. He said, my prayer is that I wish to come to India. He's in America, we are in India. He said, I wish to come to Navadip, to the holy Dham of Navadip, and I wish to pass away in your presence, Gurudev, this way. And he made a very humble prayer over the phone, and Gurudev is hearing, and after, and Gurudev gave his permission, and Gurudev explaining, saying, oh, he's asking to come, and I've given him permission. And anyway, he came to Navadip, he came to Calcutta first, where Gurudev was, and then presently to Navadip, and he was meant to have had 2 weeks to live. It was how long the doctors had given him, but he lived longer, in fact. And then we are there, like all the time, we are there. I collected Rishabdev from the airport, brought him to Dum Dum Park, and then like step by step we're seeing everything. And then Gurudev sent him to Navadip, said, you go to Navadip, I will come after a few days. And this is already, a couple of weeks after he's been staying in India. And then he sent him again. He sent me to take him because Gurudev wanted him not to be too bouncy, not to be too jarred, pained on the way to Navadip. And so I took him to Navadip. And still it was some days before Gurudev came. Anyway, a long story, but really he could have passed away any moment, any time. And in Navadip, presently, Gurudev came to visit him, just for like 15 minutes or so a day in the last days, because his health was very down, just about to leave his body. And he's coming to visit him just for a few minutes, maybe in the morning, a few minutes in the afternoon. But in those few minutes one day, then Rishabdev did pass away, like in the presence of Gurudev, in this way. And Gurudev was very surprised about the whole passing away, and we are also there with Gurudev, with Rishabdev. And then after that, Gurudev, he wanted that Rishabdev's photo will be there. And he said about Rishabdev, he said, we cannot tell who is who in this world, but Krishna fulfilled his desire, and giving him much praise. So that was also one of the remembrances that Gurudev had us prepare for, both in Navadip and in Calcutta. That picture was there. And of course, many pictures of Guru Maharaj. In Calcutta, the picture of the Panchatattva on Harinam in Navadip. The joyful time for all the devotees, most joyful time for the Navadip devotees, is the time when Mahaprabhu has already stopped being a great scholarly teacher, challenging everyone with logic and all these things. But maybe he still did it a little bit. But this time his devotional aptitude has come out. He's showing himself as a devotee. And this time of that picture, it is when already Mahaprabhu has done for a long time in the courtyard of Srivas Thakur, loud kirtan every evening. But then after the Qazi came, and so Qazi sent his soldiers to try to stop this loud kirtan, then Mahaprabhu, he organized the next day for a revolt, so that they came out from Srivas Thakur's house, and they, with shining torches, the poles with cloth which has been dipped in oil, and so they came down in a grand Sankirtan all the way to the Qazi's home. And then after that, it's again, long story is very short, but after that, then the Sankirtan can proceed throughout the whole of Nadir and Navadip town without restriction. The Qazi, he gave the thumbs up and said, okay, we won't disturb anymore. And the Qazi himself became a devotee. So then there was a period of time when Mahaprabhu and the Sankirtan party and all the devotees, not only within the confines of Srivas Thakur's house, but outside that confines, they would do Sankirtan in the streets. And it was a joyful time, most joyful time for the residents of Navadip. So that picture depicted from ISKCON, the artists of ISKCON, they made that picture. And Gurudev gave much appreciation about that picture. It's on the inside cover of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And we searched, and we means myself and Jadu Gopal, I believe actually. Maybe myself and Jadu Gopal. We searched Calcutta, the ISKCON temple. We searched everywhere trying to find this picture. and finally found one copy in a warehouse, where they're doing wholesale. But nobody, in Calcutta there are so many picture shops for selling pictures of the deities and many of the ISKCON pictures and things like that. But finally we found it, like with last place practically, to where else can we possibly go? We've been everywhere sort of thing. And it's this picture. This picture, the picture of the Sankirtan in Navadip. And then we found a big picture, maybe this big, I don't know, this big by this big. And then Gurudev very happy, and we framed it. And that also, where Gurudev sat in the veranda in Dum Dum Park, the original veranda, he's looking to the devotees, and on the left here on the wall, then this picture was there. And Gurudev very happy with this picture. So happy. What other, do you remember some other pictures specifically? Oh,
at Green Street they have this one also at the end.
They do, in the corridor as you enter on the right. When we're sitting and look, the deities are on the left, we're sitting this side, we see that. Yeah, that's right, in Green Street they have this picture. So Gurudev liked this picture very much. And later means when the temple in Ekachakra was being constructed, then some devotees came from Ekachakra with a photograph of the deity there of Nityananda. And that Gurudev really liked so much. And he said, you cannot find a better picture of Nityananda. You cannot find. It's not like, oh, it is the best, oh, it's very good or something. He said, you cannot find a better picture than that. And let me see. Yes. And this is exactly that picture that Gurudev saw. And we scanned it. It was like we scanned it, and then we made it big and printed it for him. This Ekachakra Dhameshwar Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Oh, today is Balaram's appearance day, so we can happily see this picture. Yeah, Jai Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. And Gurudev really liked this picture of Nityananda. And so much so, and maybe it's recorded his exact words, but certainly included there was, you cannot find a better picture or better deity or something, in this way.
And the green deity.
He's Nityananda Prabhu.
It's beautiful. In green. It's the same hand gesture as Mahaprabhu in Vishnu Priya's house in Navadvip. It's also like this.
Okay, I'd have to look at that one again. But that deity also is one of those deities when we just think that, if the Lord is in the deity, but we are all coming from a world where we have to try to understand, the Lord is really there. But that deity that you're referring to of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga in Navadip, it is the deity that Vishnu Priya, the wife of Gauranga, that she had made and that she herself worshipped of her husband after he left and took sannyas. And then you think, there is Mahaprabhu, what kind of, really the Lord is here kind of thing, which I know is kind of, we should be thinking about this about all the deities, but that is also a great wonder. And that is in the book, The Golden Volcano of Divine Love. And Vishaka, can you mention, or any of you mention another specific, either sloka that we printed for Gurudev or something specifically he had?
Oh yeah, like the sloka from Bhakti Thakur, that all the Eastern and Western devotees will come together and chant the holy name. That was also in London. There was a sloka about that.
Okay.
Well, that's outside in the not Mandir.
No. Onward is Ranjan.
Yeah.
Oh. I've definitely seen it outside.
On the left-hand side. Yeah.
He also liked very much that that one of the verses from the Voha Mudgar Stocham of Shankar Charja, yes. How day by day, the sun is rising and setting, the days and seasons are passing, but the disease of material desire never leaves us.
Yeah.
This is Gauranga Mahaprabhu, worshipped by Vishnu Priya. And many people can claim things in India, but we checked with Guru Maharaj, long time ago, we checked with Guru Maharaj, really this deity is the same deity that Vishnu Priya had made and then she worshipped? And Guru Maharaj said, yes, it is. So this is that original deity of Gauranga.
Sachidevi was right with the hands.
Yes, and as Sachidevi is saying, the hands in this position and the hands of Nityananda, the Nityananda deity in that similar position.
Giving gesture, right?
Mahavadanyaya
Magnanimity.
Krishna Prema Pradayate. Hare Krishna. And this picture, this very picture in this book, the Golden Reflections, Golden Volcano of Divine Love, this picture, then I used to see this picture and, chanting japa and think, oh, this is wonderful picture. And I didn't know where the deity was. Then I was visiting India for the festival, one of the festivals, Vyasa Puja or something. And then our dear Sagar Maharaj, he was ill and needed to go to see a doctor. He made an appointment to see a doctor in the town. And it was evening and it was kind of a little bit rainy, all these things. And we went, so I went with him to go to the doctor because he explained, when you go to the doctor, you should not go alone. So I said, oh, I'll go with you if you like. He said, yes, you come with me. So anyway, we went to the doctor, and I remember where the doctor's place was also. But the doctor was not in, and his wife or somebody there said, oh, but he will be attending his surgery, and she gave the address of the surgery. So we went to go there, but the surgery was closed. So we're standing in the shelter just on the little street in Navadip, and then we're just standing there, and then we heard kirtan start while we are standing there. And while we're waiting, we thought, oh, well, should we just go and see what the kirtan is? And I mean, really, it was, for me, it was very wonderful, because we didn't, not that we knew that Mahaprabhu was there, but we went to see the kirtan. And what was the kirtan? It was kirtan, the evening arti, taking place to the deity of Vishnu Priya's Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And I just, oh, this is the Lord's, means like special mercy, because really we're not going out of the temple. We're not going out of the temple for anything except for service. I mean, really, we're not going out, oh, I'm going to see this deity or go here, there, or anywhere. But, oh yeah, on parikrama, yes, but other times we're not doing that. And so we came to have darshan of Gauranga and thought, oh, maybe he was calling us to come. And then after that we came back, and then the doctor came, and Sagar Maharaj saw the doctor, and all lived happily ever after. Jai Mahaprabhu Gauranga Sundar ki jai, jai Shri Nityananda Ram ki jai. Nityananda Shri Ekachakra Dhammeshwar, Ishvara of the Dham. Dhammeshwara, Ekachakra Dhammeshwara Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Shri Baladev's appearance day ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Rupa Sanatan Dhata Raguna Shri Jiva Gopal Bhakta Dasa Raguna Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jaha Hoite Vignana Shabishta Puran Jai Gosai Dar Muhitarada Svara para renu mora panchagra Hare Racharan sevi bhakta saneba Jana me mora e abila Jai Gosai Jabe Brache Koilabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakas Anande Bolo Hari Bhajya Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pare Majayama Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriya Hari Nam Sankirtana Kohe Narottama Das Hari Haraye Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Saprika Shri Guru Gauranga Radha Giridhari Ju ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gurudev Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Guru Maharaj Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda ki Jai. All the assembled devotees ki Jai and all the unassembled devotees ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Yoga Institute, Gravel House, Hatton Cross, London West by the airport ki Jai. Shri Baladev's appearance day ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Jai.